Push511 CrossFit, Shannon McGuire. This is lesson 19 of coach development homework. Demoing faults. So I am choosing the shoulder press, also known as the strict press. I've got our points of performance and common faults. So a proper strict press or shoulder press. So that first fault, well, the first point of performance would be maintaining that neutral spine. So pulling our rib cage down towards our belly button, squeezing our belly. An example of that fault, not maintaining the neutral spine, would be maybe that butt sticking out a little bit. We're arching. We don't have that neutral spine. Second one would be weight in the heels. So weight in the heels, not having our weight in the heels, meaning maybe our weight's in our toes, would be here, and that bar is going to be forward just because our weight is forward. So I'm clenching the floor with my toes instead of my heels, and that bar is a little bit forward. Next up, we've got bar in the frontal plane. So this is a kind of a double one, 2 for 1, where we've also got the bar forward in this because the bar is going to arc around the head instead of going straight up and down. So maybe we don't pull our head out of the way, and we end up going out and around. And then maybe that bar is forward, not in the frontal plane. We're finishing with that bar out in front of us rather than in a nice stacked position. All right, we've got active shoulders. We're looking at bent elbows at the end, maybe not reaching that full end range of motion, that lockout active stacked position. So a demo or an example of this fault. So not locking out. And then this last one, we've got full range of motion. As we know with a shoulder press, the bar is starting on our shoulders, in contact with our shoulders. We've got a full grip just outside the shoulders, and our feet are going to be right under our hips. We're going to be pulling our head out of the way of the path of that barbell as we press, and then we're finishing in that locked out position. That bar should be able to kind of slice us in half from front to back, and maybe not finishing that full range of motion could mean a couple things. Again, 2 for 1 here, elbows bent. We're not finishing the rep, right? We're here instead of here. Bar not touching the shoulders in the front rack. Maybe we don't start and end the way that we should be. Could be a mobility issue, but for the sake of this, we're just addressing movement faults. Maybe the person's capable of a good front rack position, and they're just not adhering to that movement standard or the point of performance. So we come back down, and we don't actually finish that full range of motion, or maybe we start here, but we don't finish and actually lock out those elbows. This would be locked out and active. This is not. Okay? All right.